And so we had the FOREX Sharp AMA yesterday. I talked with FOREX, we asked them everything, and during the AMA I was taking notes. So in case you missed it or in case you want a summary, I've got everything you need to know, all the best parts right here in this video. So the first thing is that it was an extremely bullish AMA. A few people were saying it wasn't a bullish AMA, but the only people saying that were the people that were a little bit thirsty for an official date. So apart from those people, everyone seemed to think, including myself, that it was super bullish. And the reason it was bullish is because we got some new information that is going to cause a lot of bullishness for drip and for animal farm. So I'm going to go through it right now. So the first thing, we'll start with the one thing, which is the animal farm is a little bit more delayed, and the reason for that is because they had one of the developers who was slacking, so FOREX fired him, and they have a new dev that's more motivated. That's what FOREX was saying, and now they expect the animal farm to be fully complete within the next week or week and a half or whatever like that. So that's when we should expect the new announcement date, now that slacking developer is gone. So apart from that, these are all the things that we have excited for. So we have the animal farm documentation that will be released in the next few days or something like that. It'll be a 3 to 5 page just document of the animal farm as a whole. There'll still be the 40 page in depth of everything, but the 3 to 5 then will be released where you can fully, get an idea of the animal farm. Quick, easy read, boom, animal farm documentation. And if you guys remember, we had the scratchy documentation come out a few days ago, and that caused a ton of bullishness. So when this animal farm documentation comes out, I expect it to do a similar thing for drip price and maybe pig's price as well. So that we can expect that extremely soon. Scratchies. We talked about scratchies a lot in this AMA. And one of the things we talked about was these percentages over here. So if we get another platform or something like that to use the scratchy platform, then the original idea was that 15% of the fees would go back to buy drip and pigs, but now it's 15% will go back to buy their native assets. So what this does is this creates incentives for them to actually use the scratchy protocol. But how does this benefit us? So the idea is that the scratchy protocol is going to be, when we share it with all these other platforms and stuff, it's going to be everywhere. But drip and animal farm is likely going to have the biggest treasury. So the biggest jackpots. So if people understand the scratch ticket correctly, they'll understand that there's no advantage to using this platform to that platform to our platform, except for whoever has the highest jackpot, which in the most likely scenario, because we're going to be going first, because we already have a large community, drip and animal farm is likely going to have the largest jackpots available. So what is likely that can happen is people will be using the scratchies on other people's platforms, but then they'll realize there's scratchies everywhere, and we have the biggest jackpot. So the smart people will be like, alright, I'm going to use drip scratchies, or I'm going to use pig scratchies, or whatever, and that way they're going to get access to the biggest jackpot. So if you guys understand that, it could be some arbitrage going on where people from different projects get exposure to drip and animal farm in that way. So that is sort of how it works. Obviously as well, when we do these scratchy partnerships with other platforms, that opens up partnership opportunities. Once we work with them once, opens up opportunities to work with them again. So that is scratchies. Obviously just for drip and animal farm in of itself, it's going to create a ton of for drip, buy pressure to put drip back in the tax vault. For pigs, a ton of pigs generated to put pigs in the pig pen. Dogs, a ton of dogs generated to go and burn the dogs and increase the price. So when scratchy comes out, it is going to cause a lot of bullishness in terms of price and just sustainability for the platform, and it is going to be truly revolutionary and a lot of fun. So that's scratchies, guys. So the next thing, go back to here. The next thing is the marketing. So FOREX talked a while about the marketing. You can watch, he talked pretty much right at the start about the marketing, and I can't really remember what he said, but he basically said the marketing's going to be the best marketing ever, and he also said that the key to the marketing, because some people don't fully understand, the reason that we're doing a big marketing campaign is because marketing is essential for bringing the capital in, and then what's important for keeping the capital in is the level of the products, high quality products. So we do the marketing, we get the capital in, and then the quality of the products keeps it there. So marketing in, high quality products, and boom. Because we have all these products, right? You know, like garbage coins, shit coins, stuff like that, that just, you know, they have no utility, they're nothing, but they have major marketing, so they can get massive pumps. But obviously the capital doesn't stay in there over time, apart from the odd one maybe, but the capital goes out. But we do a major marketing campaign, get it in, capital stays in, boom, and that is how it will work. So the importance of marketing is absolutely essential. So another thing is we talked about the pig pen game, and we also talked about the order. So before we get into that, we talked about the order of how everything will get released. So firstly, we're going to have Animal Farm that gets released. That'll be the first thing that gets released. Followed by maybe 2-3 weeks later, the pig pen game, which will be released on the Animal Farm site. Followed by, in another, 2-3 weeks or whatever, maybe 2 weeks apart, they'll release them. The dog pound roulette game will be released also on Animal Farm. And then after that, we're going to have the new drip UI along with the new drip products for the faucet and the reservoir, which is going to add a gamification element to the faucet and the reservoir, along with the normal contracts as well, but an additional layer if you choose to play the new version of the faucet and the contract. We're also going to have after that the Scratchy pre-sale and the launch of the Scratchies, and that will be, that's kind of the sequence of events that we are ready for over the next few months. So obviously release them one at a time, hype it up, make sure everyone fully understands what it is, release it, then hype the next one up, release it, and that is going to be the sequence. We talked about the pig pen game as well. The pig pen game, it's kind of a thing where if you have the time to play it, then you can definitely do it. If you don't have a lot of time to play the pig pen game, I asked FOREX about this, then it's probably best to just keep your pigs in this pig pen here and not worry about the pig pen game. But if you have time to play and you have time to get good at the game, then the pig pen game definitely seems super interesting. You have offense, defense, you can improve your, like hacking skills or something like that, your bossing skills, where you can go hack other people. So it's an interesting game where you can focus on your defense and defend your resources and then go out and steal other people's, but you can be vulnerable to losing it. So I don't know, we'll have to see some documentation, some maybe video on it, but it sounds interesting. Sounds like there's going to be a lot of strategy behind it, and I myself am probably going to play it. So that is the pig pen game, and this is all the things that are in the works. If you look at the price right now, obviously a few people, they'll maybe anticipating an Animal Farm launch date, and we didn't quite get that, so maybe they sold a little bit of drip. But for me personally, I'm watching this very closely. I'm looking to even swoop up some more drip soon. Maybe put in another 2,000-3,000, build up my second account. So this is a final opportunity, in my opinion, before we get the official Animal Farm launch date. Final opportunity to buy super cheap drip. And, this is going to be our last chance before we really start to get the hype train going. Pig's price as well. Pig's price is actually starting to go up as well. That's at 65 now. It was at kind of 57, 58 for a while. So pig's price is kind of going up. Drip price, we've got one final chance to buy some cheap drip. So this is the situation, guys. That is my thoughts on the AMA. It is super bullish, and there are so many extremely good things coming in the future, and it was a lot of fun interviewing FOREX Shop as well. It's my first time doing an AMA. I felt like I wasn't too bad. I was asking my questions, I was chilling, but anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Crypto Ken's out.